tie up all the loose ends left by Alex Browning's pre-flight premonition. It's maybe a little overcomplicated, but I think it's a fun way to link it back.
Reloading.
Back to the first movie. The SUV of survivors experiences a sudden tire blowout that spins them out into a crash into a bunch of PVC pipes stacked up at a farm. No one is killed immediately in the crash, but it does leave Kat pinned to her seat by a log and Eugene in even worse condition, barely able to breathe thanks to some holes in his torso. A farm boy named Brian tries to help Kat out of the car, but to no avail, and she's forced to just sit there and wait while Eugene is put inside an ambulance to be taken to the hospital. Oh, watch it now, Brian. Wouldn't want to get crushed by that news van arriving hot on the scene. Good intervention there, Rory. Rescue workers try to free Kat from her driver's side circumstances, and when she asks them to keep it down a bit, they respond with some snark.
I'll just put it on quiet mode.
That would be good.
Quiet mode or murder mode, mofo? Because from where I'm standing, I think you just killed Kat, brah. That's like the opposite of what you were trying to do. This relatively simple kill was done using both a dummy made in the likeness of actor Keegan Connor Tracy and a prosthetic forehead on her real head. It was also co-screenwriter Eric Bress's favorite kill. The more you know. Kat's ever-present cigarette falls from her hand and rolls into a trail of gasoline that had leaked out from that news van after it got punctured by a rock. When the fire catches up to the gas tank, it explodes, sending a barbed wire fence through the air and through Rory, cutting him all to pieces that fall apart in another effect that was shockingly done without CGI. A couple of separate body pieces were constructed and pulled apart in front of a green screen, with the only digital effects being some of the blood and guts that they added. Sure, Rory kinda looks like a couple of kids inside a trench coat before he dies, but I still love the ingenuity they used to make this kill happen. Kimberly, Clear, and Burke continue on to the hospital hospital to make sure Isabella has that baby. On the way there, Kimberly has a vision that she interprets to mean a doctor named Kalarjan is going to strangle Isabella to death. Okay, that's weird. A doctor wouldn't just strangle someone to death. And besides, why would death work through a person when it can just close vents and detach medical equipment like it's doing to Eugene in the very same hospital a few rooms over? When the main trio finally gets there, Clear goes looking for Eugene while Kimberly and Burke try to intercept that Kalarjan doctor so she won't kill Isabella, which again is a crazy thing to suspect, especially since Isabella ends up delivering the baby just fine.
It's a boy. A what?
Sorry, I'm just fucking around at this point. Death releases its grip on Eugene while Kimberly and Burke celebrate. Everything's good now, right? Oh, wait a minute, we've got another ticket to the AMC Eyeball Theater, where Kimberly discovers that Isabella was never meant to die in that pileup in the first place. That means that her baby was always going to be born, and with no new life to upset Death's list, we're still moving down that motherfucker. Thus, we get a big ol' hospital explosion caused by oxygen and sparks that kills Eugene and Clear at the same time. Yeah, man, they just blew up Clear Rivers. And although Clear wasn't able to escape death, at least Allie Larder was able to escape this series before it went to total shit. Kimberly realizes that those visions she had with the van crash and the Kalarjan stuff were actually visions involving her, so maybe it'll be her new life that finally puts an end to Death's list. She hops into an ambulance and drives it straight into a lake, fulfilling that vision she had mistaken as being for Isabella. Burke jumps in to save her, and as he bangs on the ambulance window, Kimberly closes her eyes and has flashbacks to all the shitty characters she watched come and go in this movie. When she comes to, she lives out her vision of Dr. Kalarjan attending to her with a flatline on the heart rate monitor. But Kalarjan wasn't killing her, she was bringing her back to life. Kimberly technically died for a minute there, and after being resuscitated, she technically has a new life, meaning Death technically has to call it quits. At least that's their sunny understanding of the situation. And that's worth celebrating, which Kimberly and Burke do with her dad, that Brian kid, and his
Max, I'm reloading. The gun. It's them. Reloading. It's them! The gun! Reloading. One down. It's them! It's him! It's him!
Time to blast. Swapping.
Here's the gun. I'm reloading.
This one.
Locked and loaded.
It's them!
It's them.
Ow!
Ready to shoot.
Ow!
Camera